You have successfully combined financial expertise with tech skills. What advice will you give to finance professionals looking to make a similar transition like that?
Well, like they say, life is relative. But if I must say, I would say you just have to discover what works for you. You could start small and dream big.
Walk us through that. How you're able to tackle rejections.
Start talking about the story of rejections till today will not finish. Because there's something they say when preparation meets opportunity. After I got that rejection, unfortunately, as usual, I went
Wow.
back, get a feedback from the recruiter to say, can I get a feedback on my interview? And that was another game changer for me.
Hello guys, welcome back to Tech Journey with the Data Dude. I'm your host, the Data Dude. Today's episode is very special. We are diving into a fascinating journey of transformation into the financial technology space, from traditional banking in Nigeria to fintech innovation in the UK. Our guest stories, proves that with the right mindset, you can evolve your career in powerful ways. Today, we are joined by Omotayo Adegbagbo, a financial reporting analyst at Lloyds Banking Group in UK, who is masterfully combined traditional finance with modern tech skills. From his early days in retail banking to becoming an ACCA member and earning a master's in financial technology, Omotayo's journey shows how continuous learning and adaptability can transform and can transform your career. And so welcome to the show, Omotayo.
Oh, it's a pleasure
Okay.
having you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, let's start with your fascinating story, transitioning from traditional banking in Nigeria to fintech in the UK. What sparked that, decision to evolve your career?
Okay. Yeah, so the desire to stay ahead in an industry that is fast moving in terms of evolvement in due to technology advancements, it's a great push actually. While in Nigeria, I witnessed firsthand the great impact of fintech on customer experience and operational efficiency, and especially in payments and
Okay.
data analytics. I realized that upskilling and acquiring skills in fintech would not only make me relevant in the industry going forward, but it will also give me an opportunity to be able to contribute, to the financial innovation at a global scale in that industry. And coming to the UK has that reputation of having been a hub for fintech development, and
Yeah.
it only made it perfect destination for me at that point to transition from Nigeria commercial bank to the fintech world in the United Kingdom. Yeah, here I am today.
What a journey. So, what was that moment when you realized that traditional banking wasn't enough anymore?
So, like I mentioned earlier, I've been in the retail banking space where I interact with quite a number of customers in the retail space
Yeah.
and who don't have patience for payment delays in their transactions, because every cover matters to the retailers,
Yeah,
especially in
yeah,
Nigeria
sure.
where I come from.
Sure.
If you notice today, if you're conversant with the industry in Nigeria today, you realize that a lot of these retailers have moved away from the commercial banks in terms of having access to their payments. You now see the likes
Yeah,
of the fintech companies driving the payments. I wasn't
yeah,
in
yeah.
the taxi one day like that, and I made transfer to this guy for his payment, and the transfer was delayed, and it was like, okay, just use this particular payment platform that is a sure banker that you will get a lot immediately. They rely so much on that platform than the commercial banks, the way it has been. And you see a lot of them have moved away, to those payment platforms lately. So that was a pick for me to say, if we continue in this space and if
Hmm.
there's no acquisition of skills and maybe a global knowledge to be able to embrace what is coming ahead of me, I might not be able to catch up with what the industry has for me in the future. So it was the right time for me. Looking at the avalanche or huge nature of data that has been harnessed in the financial industry today.
Yeah.
So much data to deal with. Staying with the traditional way or tools in the financial space then was not working for me at that time. So I need to upscale. I need to move to a global space where I learn more about fintech world, especially the involvement of payments in that industry, and to be able to give back to the community. And that's why I was able to take that decision at that time to move away, see what the world has for me.
That was amazing, triggering that trigger your movement. I saw that you mentioned something about Newton's first law, that you said Newton's first law of motion relation to comfort zone. Can you share how that philosophy has influenced your career transition for over the years now?
Oh my, oh my, oh my. I mean, this was a post I made as far back as January 2022. Yeah, which was on my LinkedIn and on my Instagram page. And it was a moment where I realized that I've probably been in my comfort zone and I
Wow.
needed to get out of that space, SAP. And that was what
It's
prompted that particular post at that time. I mean, coming from a background of being a science student in my, secondary school days,
yeah,
physics taught me the law of inertia and the Newton's first law of motion, which says an
yeah,
object will continue in the field of rest unless set upon by an external force. And
yeah.
that's dawned on me at that time that
Hmm,
in a comfort zone is a very dangerous thing to do, especially when you stay there for too long.
hmm,
It is dangerous to stay in that zone because it's very easy to remain stagnant. For me, it's a dead zone where nothing grows because you become complacent, you become comfortable with things around you, and before you know it, you start seeing your colleagues, your mates, even probably junior ones getting things done and moving to higher level. And at that point, when you realize this, it might become too late for you to be able to act. And what happens after then is you become less confident of yourself.
hmm.
You start having that internal regressive mood and you won't be able to achieve more at that time. God help you, it's not too late for you to move, but it's too late, it's a dead zone. And so when I realized this at that time, I realized that I need to do something, get out of this zone where I've been, especially for being in the commercial banking space. I needed to upscale, at the global level to be able to apply myself, considering the evolving technological advancement in my industry. If I need to keep up with this space, I need to probably get out of this space that I've been to be able to, acquire more knowledge and become transitive to be able to also support the community where I am. I mean, coming from that space where I realized that the danger of staying too long, it's dangerous, right?
Wow. Yeah.
Because there's a deliberate and intentional push that has to come within me to be able to take myself from level A to level B and begin to look
Hmm,
at what the world has. And that external push at that time was the realization of the limitations of growth, which I find myself in, considering the increasing technological advancements in the financial world at that time. I needed to push further. That was that mindset that pushed me ahead to say, guys, you need to get out of this space and move to a global space. And you see, that mindset has always been there. And going forward, has encouraged me to embrace challenges beyond my immediate environment and to also take on challenges in the world, either a workspace or a community where I belong or participate, just to put myself out there, become more visible, to be able to take advantage of the opportunity that works for you. And that's just in a nutshell of what the comfort zone, getting out of the comfort zone means to me at that point in time. You need to put yourself ahead, and nothing else can stop you. If you have that intentional push that is within you, that is driving you, I tell you, nothing can stop you. Only you can stop you.
hmm, hmm, hmm. Only you can stop you. That is loud. Wow, wow, wow. If you are watching this, as you have said, only you can stop you. Trust me, that is correct, and that is actually valid. Is a principle. Life is governed by principles, and if you can get this particular one, that only you can stop you, you move very fast in life and you will move in the right direction. So thank you very much. Let's talk about your experience transitioning from Wema Bank in Nigeria to studying fintech at Glasgow Caledonia University. What were the biggest challenge? Because I know that it wasn't easy, leaving Nigeria, coming here, starting like, to me, to some people, not only to me, it was like, okay, maybe they are starting from fresh, they are starting from scratch, they left everything back home and they want to start another new life. I know something like that can never be easy. So take us through the journey from Wema Bank, Nigeria to studying fintech, GCU.
Being a student was both exciting and daunting for me. I've always been in that where I always want to be in a class where I learn and be able to learn new things,
Yeah.
and I class myself as one of the brightest students because, I just put
Mm,
myself in everything I'm
mm,
into. But,
brightest student.
coming to the UK to study, first thing that gets into you is the culture shock, of the
Hmm.
environment.
Wow.
Adapting to a new academic system was one of the biggest challenges then. Of course, over time you get over that, become better. Coming from a non-tech background, here I studied economics in my undergraduate,
Okay.
studying accounting. I was a non-tech person. That's my skill set, and so 60% of my modules in financial technology with Glasgow Caledonian University was entirely based and driven by Python, programming
Wow.
language,
Wow.
Studio, for the visualization and advanced Excel skills. I used to think I know much about Excel until I was faced with the real one. My Excel is just playing, it's just learning. So mastering those cut-edge technologies were a challenge for me at that time to talk with. I have to start learning Python from the scratch where I never had hands-on such. It was a big challenge, which, to God be the glory, we were able to get over that, as well as navigating through the cultural differences. Another thing was time management, having to juggle your coursework, your classes, and also have to go fend for your bills, have to go work,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
and the school and stuff. Time management was key for me because my wristwatch became my best friend. I wake up, I sleep with my wristwatch. That was the control I had to be able to, coming to study. And again, financially, was also not easy, you know,
Hmm.
coming from an environment where I'm steady income, it was a big shift to manage life as a student and also to be able to juggle with, part-time jobs and stuff. However, with the support of family, peers, friends, and coupled with the determination to succeed, I
Yeah.
was able to overcome all those hurdles and excel in my study and, be able to graduate good grade and again, thankfully find my way to the corporate world today. So it's a challenge that was well fed, but we went through it and we came out better.
That is because some people may be thinking that okay, this journey is easy. Yeah, he left Nigeria and he finished his master's degree and he got a job. That means everybody can do it. I can also do it. And why is he not even sending us money back home? Is it as but they told us when you get to UK, you'll be fetching money in the trays. Then what is happening? Nobody will know that you went through this until you say it out and okay, let people know this is what you actually face and these are the struggles that you went through. I'm grateful to God and to your dedication, to your determination and focus. You are where you are now. Wow.
Yeah,
I will say congratulations because I know it's not easy. It's not easy. I
yeah, I
know.
know.
I know balancing school with the kind of program that you did, your MSc fintech. I know that it's not ABC involving you learning new things that you never thought of in your life, like learning Python, from moving from technical background like economics into becoming tech guru. A lot is involved. Thank you for sharing all that. So I'm very sure there will be a moment that will surprise you, about studying fintech. That's something that you never expected. I didn't know I would do this. I didn't know I would face this, while studying fintech in GCA.
If I get the twist of your questions correctly, when I was going through the modules of what my course would look like, it felt like, yeah, having been in the financial industry environment in Nigeria, I've just spent more than a decade. I felt like, yeah, I'm just going to go into study about the world of fintech and be able to apply myself, probably to start building a startup and, have
Yeah.
my own startup. I can come back to Nigeria and say, okay, yeah, I've arrived. But it wasn't that straightforward actually. It wasn't that straightforward. The world of fintech, from what I've it was beyond fintech actually,
Hmm.
because that we're exposed to software in fintech, payment, insurance, so on. You realize that there's so much to do in terms of big data.
Hmm.
And that was probably a stick for me as well because, today I'm more interested in business process improvement of how much tools that I can use to help improve business in terms of efficiency, accuracy, and the reliability of the data that we have. The report also creates real-time insight to be able to help business make informed strategic decisions. And of course, sustainability over manual process in the financial world where I operate. That was it for me. And that was when I realized that, okay, there's more to studying fintech, than being able to apply yourself in the field where you are. And that's where today I'm more of moving towards financial data enthusiast than just a fintech person. I see myself now in the world of today to apply myself managing the financial data we have and making sense of this data, getting insight into it to help businesses make informed decisions. That was it for me from just the conventional tech space to more of
Wow.
using the BI to make sense of the data that we have, help our customers have good experience, operational
Hmm.
efficiency, make sense of the data, and be impactful in what the data is saying. Without data, you can't do it in the world. And what do you do with data? How do you use your tools to make sense of it in terms of insights? And
Hmm.
that's shit for me, what I think.
Wow, 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 wow. Thank you for that. So talking about you went from being rejected initially, to landing roles at both Tesco Bank and Lloyds Banking Group. Please walk us through this unique journey of yours. How you were able to do that?
That part, those suggestions were tough. You know,
Because
you know
people will
that
want
feeling that you're
to
coming
hear
from.
this.
Yeah, that feeling that you're coming from having worked for more than 3, 4 commercial banks in Nigeria, moving to managerial space where you feel like I've had the experience, I've done this, I've done that. You're
Yeah.
coming to the world of UK and you just want just go in like that. Guys, the system will humble you. It was tough actually. It was tough. Those suggestions were tough.
The system will
Um,
humble you.
yeah, they say well, yeah, but those suggestions actually left me with valuable experience.
Hmm.
After all of these, I have to relax, calm down, have a setback to dedicate myself to understanding the job market itself,
Okay.
better position myself in a way to be able to fit in into what the market is saying. I have to rework CV, tailor my CV, improve
Okay.
of my interview, and work on some new certifications in BI tools, and also brushing up over my Python skills, which I learned in school. The perseverance paid off when I secured an internship with Tesco Bank. That was a game changer.
Wow.
And I haven't spoke about this story, like probably this is the first phase I'm talking about this story. Like,
Wow.
so I learned Python when I was studying fintech, Python, RStudio, but that was not all tools that you can learn in the world of data science, data technology, and the like. So I pushed myself to learn Power BI, SQL, and the like. Before I joined Tesco Bank, I'm watching videos of what Power BI looks like. I just watch video, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's okay. But boom, Tesco Bank came in and I was working with the payments and reporting unit. And it seems the first week I was just going through training videos, just it was becoming boring actually. First week, second week, and I realized that the template has been designed for me itself within the 12th week was just to move around from one unit to the other, just to learn book, yeah, which was what was designed for me to help and support. So I realized that this is not what I want to go around. I also want to have an impact in what is happening in that unit. Of course, so at the third week, I set up like 15 minutes, 20 minutes catch up with almost all my team members just to know
Wow.
what they are doing, how they day into their life, to know what they are doing in their respective desks. And that was where I met one of my colleagues who is the only MI in that unit. And I realized that he
Okay.
has so much there to work on. At that time, they were moving most of their reporting from Microsoft Excel to a more friendly visual space, and that's Power BI. So they were moving from Excel to Power BI in terms of their reports. So they were moving those reports to that Power BI base, and he has so much to do, and it was the only one work. So I just told him after that job as guy, I could help you with this project to support you and move reporting database to Power BI. Guess what? I've only watched one video of what Power BI looks like.
Wow.
And I told the dude that I can help you. And he said, for real? He said, that's okay. No problem. Then we had series of meetings after that. And he went back to my manager. And I went back to my manager to say, yeah, I'm willing this person in what he's doing. He probably didn't believe. He went back to have another meeting with the guy. The guy said, "Yeah, he's willing and he's ready." He told me this and that, that. That was how my journey started. I had to go back, start watching videos, learning more. But that was first time hands-on experience, practical experience using Power BI. And
Wow. Wow.
the story is another thing because that also opened door for me to
Wow.
get a role with Lloyd.
Wow.
I've been able to make significant contribution. And I'm also learning, every day about process improvements,
Hmm.
how to use those BI tools to automate our process and get better results in terms of efficiency, accuracy, get real-time insights, which has been very helpful in terms of scalability from moving from manual processes to automation and the like. And that is the story of how
Wow.
the
Wow.
1 hour video that I've seen before on Power BI made me to use Power BI for 3 months on real-time live experience and got me a role with Noise Group today.
Wow. 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 That is, you applied a strategy there. You didn't wait for work, or let me say, you didn't wait for task to come to you. You provided the task for yourself and you provided the opportunity for yourself so that you can use your value and let people know what you can do. Because I always tell some people that, okay, if you have value, people will buy your value. You understand? Forget about maybe people are not seeing you or maybe people are not giving you attention. Just let them know, okay, you have the solution to their problem. Trust me, they will pursue you. You understand? And it
Yeah.
may not be as easy as, as they say that, okay, just provide value or create opportunity for yourself. It's because you are ready and you took a bold step, just as you said, okay, I've only watched one video on Power BI, but you got the courage to inform the person, okay, you can help him with the task with Power BI that you can use Power BI. And because you have this continuous learning mindset, which is actually what, helped you to navigate and able to solve the problems and use what you have learned. And what some people will be like, okay, I need to learn everything before I start applying for a job. Like, no, you don't need to learn everything. And you cannot even know
No,
everything.
no, no, no.
You can't know everything. You can't know everything. So with what you know already, start applying with that. So along the journey, you will learn more because different companies have their own different requirements. You may even become a data analyst. The only tool that you work with is SQL and you may be on Tableau. And so people, as a data analyst, the only thing that you work with is Excel true. You understand? So thank you for that, for that walkthrough and landing roles in Tesco Bank and Lloyds Banking Group. So as you mentioned, I want to know, people should know how you were able to tackle so many rejections initially. And I don't know if your own case, after you finish your program, you just applied for Tesco Bank and you got the job just like that, or you have applied for several roles before and you got a lot of rejection before you now secure this particular offer with Tesco. Pave and open doors for different, opportunity that you have right now. So can you walk us through that? How you're able to tackle rejection?
Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned, start talking about the story of rejections today will not finish because, I've listened to a lot of people made over thousands of applications and probably just
Wow.
one that was like, I mean, I'm also not an exemption to that. I've had a couple of rejections before I got the internship position with Tesco
Okay.
Bank.
Okay.
I mean, there's something they say when some meets opportunity, success is inevitable.
Yes.
You
Yes.
simply can't miss it. Now, it works for good. Even when applying with Tesco Bank, I
Yeah.
actually made 2 applications.
Okay.
In a state of my own confusion, I had 2 applications. One was in financial controls, and the second one was
Okay.
in payment. Ordinarily, you will think that I will probably do well in the financial control, being from that background, and payments, which
Yeah.
was probably strange to me at that time. But I didn't get that of financial control.
Wow.
But I was curious to know why. After I got that rejection, unfortunately, as usual, I went back to the recruiter
You said
and I said, I wanted feedback.
you said which is usual. That
I
unfortunate.
mean, once you open your mail, then like, okay, okay. I
God,
mean,
oh God.
we're not expecting more than this. I went back, get a feedback from the recruiter to say, can I get a feedback on my interview? And that was another game changer for me, and I'm happy they were able to give me that feedback. The feedback was such a way that they said, we were happy with you, we connect with your story, this, that, your presentation skills, your communication was good. But they discovered that all my arguments, presentation were more in line with analytics, fintech driven, away from what a finance or control person will want to showcase as an experience. So at that time they said, even though you were qualified, we also have strong candidates who show
Hmm.
who exhibit more experience in presentation than I did. And that
Wow.
was lovely, right? And
Wow.
it
Wow.
only tells me that I should focus or put more energy in this area because that's probably where my heart lies, probably being in the control space at that time. So it was okay for me to brush up, go back to strategize and show my thoughts to how I interview going forward in any position. But it's very key. You need to be in the thoughts of the interviewer to be able to get those. So even if you don't have experience, if you are not in that mindset of speaking the language that the interviewer understands in the line of that position that you are
Hmm.
interviewing for, you're not going to get it, even if you have all the experience. The interviewer wants to hear the language that you understand.
Hmm.
And I wasn't speaking that language, and that was feedback for me. So it wasn't surprising to me that I was able to get the payment role with Tesco
Wow.
because it appears in that space I was in the space and the experience were just coming out like that, and that was it
Yeah.
for me. So
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
managing rejection, it happens, but what do we do after that setback is to come back, reassess yourself, tailor your CV to every of the role that you apply for, improve the interview skills back to back, attend as many interviews that I can attend, and for every interview, I get the feedback and I use it to leverage and move on to the next one, which worked for me. And those soft skills that I was able to pick was also helpful. And again, networking. Oh my goodness, you cannot go wrong with this. And those were the things that worked for me. I network, I meet a lot of people, who probably share their experiences and improve my own confidence over time. And
Wow.
I was able to, grow along that
Wow.
path. That was how I got my role, to God be
Wow.
the glory.
Wow. Wow. Thank you for sharing that because I'm very sure people will learn from what you're saying. The way people handle rejections are different. Some people, when they receive unfortunate email, some, maybe they get depressed. Some get is encouraged like, okay, I'm not encouraged to go on. Maybe I'm not confident enough, or I'm not bold enough, or I don't have the required skill they want, or is it because of my color? You know, some people think like that. But the way you handle it, that you took every rejection and feedback as opportunity for you to improve, your skills and to gather the skills that you don't have that made them to say, okay, not qualified, or it even allow you to sharpen your direction into the right path because you were able to know from the feedback you have more strength in analytics and you utilize that. Thank you for sharing that. So let's talk about networking because you mentioned it and community. You understand? Some people don't believe in community, some people don't believe in networking and they'll be like, okay, I can just go to LinkedIn when I see the job advertisement that I like, let me just apply and I can get the job. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen like that. It happens as an immigrant, as a black professional in a foreign country. How did your involvement with Black Professionals United Kingdom impact your career strategy?
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. My journey in UK today wouldn't be completed. It won't be complete if that part of Black Professionals United Kingdom is not mentioned.
Shout out to them.
I can tell you. Yeah,
Shout
shout
out.
out to Black Professionals United Kingdom. I became an ambassador 3 months coming to UK with Black
Wow.
Professionals. That was when
Wow.
we were Black
Wow.
Professionals in Scotland before
Wow.
we grew to Black Professional United Kingdom. Now,
Hmm.
BCU provided me vital network of support.
Hmm.
They provided me with mentorship and
Hmm.
resources that boosted my confidence.
Hmm.
BCU connected me with opportunity, and
Hmm.
BCU gave me a platform to network within and among the community to meet people, professionals who have gone through the experience that I'm just going through, and be able to give me support in terms of advice, mentorship to help me navigate my way. What PPU does
Wow.
is huge. I don't know. Like you
Hmm.
mentioned, as an immigrant and in minority space, it's tough out there, but having that platform where you can leverage on of high benefit and of impact. I've attended 3 global conferences by virtue of my membership with Black Professional United.
Wow.
Conference I attended in 2023 was Turing Fest, which is a tech conference, global conference in Edinburgh in 2023. That conference will have worth about £650, and I was sponsored
Wow.
by Black Professional United Kingdom to attend this conference,
Wow.
where you meet tech professionals across the globe come together, discuss trending issues in the work, the AI space, and the future of tech and party of Black
Hmm.
Professionals United Kingdom. I attended a conference. I attended another conference on ethical finance, talking about
Hmm.
environmental sustainability in 2023. Of course, I also attended the Black Conference 2023,
Wow.
2024, which was
Wow.
a gathering of Black professionals in the UK and
Wow.
lawyers, a
Wow.
lot of authorities. Over 500 people attended that. And during
Wow.
these conferences, I attended various programs that have been resourceful and have helped me for my career development. Various numbers of Steps to Success programs which I have attended, big corporate multinationals in the finance industry, recruitment events, careers, mention them I have attended all of these programs. I mean, attending those programs were not just for attending sake. What it has done to me is to shape my career in terms of having access to professionals in my chosen field, where I have direct opportunity to meet with these guys who share their experiences with me over time, and having gone through that similar experience, easy for me to connect and also learn on that. And beyond that, my membership has also given me the opportunity to also relate with my peers, friends, to also, hey, guys, this is what is
Hmm.
working for me. Guys, come on board, and learn a lot. A lot of them have also gotten good jobs by virtue of
Wow.
being member, and that's what we do as an
Wow.
ambassador.
Wow. Wow.
So when you talk about networking, any of these events give you an opportunity to meet with people of diverse nature, background in your chosen field, and connect directly with them. Meaningful connections. And I can tell you for free, when I got my job with Lloyds, it was because I attended one of the recruitment events, Lloyds
Wow.
Banking Group and BPU.
Wow.
That
Wow.
event was a tech recruitment, and I was sitting at home and like, why would I go for this event? Even though it was tech recruitment, let me just take a walk out. And I attended that event, even though it was for tech recruitment. When I got there, I realized that one of the guys sponsoring that event is the one of the big guys in the finance unit.
Wow.
We met, we talked, and we exchanged contact. Before you know it, I was able to leverage and get a role brought me into. So you can never
Wow.
do wrong with networking in the research, especially in the environment where we find ourselves, where we're immigrants, black community, minority. You just need to network your way to be able
Wow.
to help you. It might be just just make it easier and faster for you to get to
Hmm.
where you're going.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
the shared experiences, the encouragement I get in the community were instrumental in my career growth and transitioning in the United Kingdom. Shout out to
Wow.
DPU. Shout out to everybody involved. Say kudos to this guy.
Wow, shout out to BPUK, Black Professional United Kingdom. We say thank you. One of your ambassadors is here giving you Tuale. We say thank you. So you have mentioned very impactful experiences that you got from being a member and ambassador for BPUK. You understand? Let's assume I'm a new joiner in the UK. I just came to UK, and can you tell me how I can benefit everything that you mentioned now? Like everything you mentioned, okay, you get through BPUK, how I can also benefit same thing, and so that I can have my career progression faster as I dream of. You understand? So how can I do it? What are the processes that I need to take to benefit all these things that you benefited? You understand? And after that one, I want you to give, because maybe there may be some misconception like, okay, if I join this, will I get a job? Is it that they will give me a job? You understand? So I want you to clear that fact also, so that you will let people know the expectation and what is required. As for me, that I want to join. So if I join, how will I benefit all these things that you mentioned?
Okay, yeah. BPU is not a recruitment agency. They are not human resource driven organization. They are not charity, so to say, or an organization that is set up by the ideas of the founders to celebrate the black community, help foster career growth and development, having just so that people can have faith, a soft landing in the world where we. So if I would tell a new joiner, I would say go on to the website, the different platforms, search out for Black Professionals United Kingdom, sign up as a member. And
Okay.
once you are in, platform is huge that can allow anyone to prosper in terms of the resources that are available.
Okay.
On the website alone, there are different menus, sessions where you get access to mentorship, you get access
Okay.
to CV review, you get access to job placement because Black Professional United Kingdom has grown so well that they have partnership with large conglomerate multinationals in
Hmm.
different fields. They have partnership with these guys where they also partner with them to bring out vacancies, the careers that they openings they have, bring it up to the job board for Black Professional United Kingdom. So you have access to mentorship, one-on-one mentorship, one-on-one career discussion with these guys. They will
Wow.
help you
Wow.
tailor your CV, and
Wow.
they also have various number of events which
Hmm.
you can participate in to attend, to meet and connect with professionals and executive of all of these organizations where you have one-on-one discussion with them. The program that I attended is the Step to Success,
Hmm.
and sitting there and I was paired up with one dude from the finance, and he was able to review my CV and tell me this is what you need to do, this is what you need to have, this is what we are looking at. So all of these helped me in getting ahead if I'm going for the next interview. So
Wow.
you are hearing directly from the source, from people who are on the field, who are actually working in your field, so they can help you. So in your CV, they can give you advice on what to say, how to present yourself in a way that could help. So if you join Black Professional United Kingdom, I cannot tell you that they're going to give you job, but I can tell you you have access to get more than
Wow.
right.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
You participating in all of these networking events, give yourself opportunity to be mentored, allow your CV to be worked on. You know, when I was interviewing for Tesco internship, do you know what Black Professional Leader did for me? They
What did they do?
organized a pre-interview for us
Really?
to
Wow.
give you an idea of what real life interview looks like. Real
Hmm.
life interview. And on the spot they'll tell you that this don't say this. This it was a prep talk that actually helped me in hazing my interview. So
Wow.
these are the things that you don't get anywhere else. And guess what? Black Professional United Kingdom does not charge £1 to help you do all of free
Wow.
resources. You just come in, do your bit, follow through all of this, immerse yourself in this as a community, and you are on the ladder to grow on your career.
Wow. 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 That is a lot to benefit from being a member, not even talk of being an ambassador. Wow. So if I were you watching this and I'm in Europe or I'm in UK or every other part of the world, because I'm very sure that Black professionals, the community is not only in the UK, they are in Ireland, I think Europe also, and you are looking for a
Yeah, yeah.
community to join, please search about them online, join the community. Because if anywhere you are, you need a community, you need to be around people that are like you know, that can relate with your story, that can relate with your struggles, where you can easily get support, advice, and mentoring as fast as possible. Please, if you are in the UK, either tech, any professional field that you are, please join BP UK, join Black Professional Europe, and the one in Ireland. Please join. There are a lot of things to benefit from being a member, and you don't want to miss, because you can even hear a testimony from one of the member ambassador. And also there are a lot that you can also use to support them, but when you contact them, they will tell you more to do. So thank you for sharing the story and insight with us. Thank you very much. So let's move back
You want
a little bit to your tech skill. You have successfully combined financial expertise, with tech skills like programming, using BI tools like that. What advice will you give to finance professionals looking to make a similar transition like that?
Well, I mean, like they say, life is relative. But if I must say, I would say you just have to cover what works for you. And my
Okay.
advice would be to embrace a lifelong learning and stay curious about emerging technology. Right.
Wow.
Embrace lifelong learning and stay curious with emerging technology. I mean, you could start small and dream big. You won't say because you're seeing guys who are already in that space and you just want to jump into it. It doesn't work that way. You could
Wow.
start by identifying specific tools or skills that you want to leverage on in the industry where you want to start, or skills that probably align with your career goals. Say, for instance, learning of the BI tools, Python, machine learning, SQL, even advanced Excel skills. It really something that works. And so you could start small and dream big. So, I mean, how do you get on with this? Also, to build a strong foundation through online courses, certifications, and most importantly, don't just watch videos, or go through the process of learning online. You need to put in the hard work by practicing with practical, real life project scenarios. That is a game changer that will make you immerse yourself in what you're learning. Because I did this at the first stage of my life. I mean, learning tech as well too. I'll just go watch videos and I think I'm done. Guy, you're not done until you begin to take real life data sets and apply it with what you have learned so that you can get direct feeds, insight that you can speak into in that your industry. That's when it begins to stay and work for you. And when you get the chance to be in a workspace, it's easier for you to connect and apply yourself in the real sense. I mean, networking is very crucial. I kind of emphasize that. I mean, talking about myself, yeah, LinkedIn connection and the likes, but networking is very important. Connect with professionals in your desired to attend events like the ones organized by BPU and seek mentorship. And I can overemphasize networking. When I met this young man, Dewale Raj, sometimes just on a LinkedIn interaction, and I get to know that I didn't realize how much I'm going to benefit from the networking that I just had with this young guy. What it did for me, I mean, Adewale Raji is a guy that is now famous as the data geek. That dude is well loaded. He did help me get a soft landing into my learning of Power BI. The sharing of experiences with me and the resources that he shared with me actually helped me get good soft landing in tracking my learning process. Now, that is my own story of networking with someone who probably gave me a different perspective of just going online to learn. Practical experience, sources that could actually help me gain momentum in my learning process. That is the power of networking. Most important, do not be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Take up challenging tasks that will help you learn, because that is where the window lies. Be able to move out of the comfort zone. I keep saying comfort zone because I use that as an experience. Like I said, when preparation meets opportunity, success is inevitable. You simply can't miss it. I mean, that's just probably a little advice that I could give based on my experience. Like I mentioned, life is relative. What works for me might not work for you. But again, I believe these key ones I've mentioned is something that you could actually apply in a general perspective.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Just remember that potential is limitless when paired with ambition and action.
Yes.
And the mindset is where the true freedom and innovation begins. The mindset is what will drive you to your success.
Yes. Wow. Thank you very, very much. You also heard how you mentioned, like you socialize on LinkedIn and how you use LinkedIn to network with a young guy that, that had a discussion with him and everything went well, and how he was able to gain a lot of things from that particular discussion. So if I were you, don't just open a LinkedIn account for fun. As a professional, either tech or either banker or any professional, any field, start using your LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn should be like a social portfolio that where people can go to and see, okay, who is this guy? What does he do? And how can he help us, even if you want to give him this opportunity? And if you are looking towards getting a job, maybe as a new or aspiring, maybe any aspiring professional in the tech world or in any other industry, please start using LinkedIn very well. We not stop saying this. There are a lot of opportunity lies on LinkedIn, and it's even more beneficial to people that are introverts. If you cannot go to physical networking events, you can network on your phone. There are a lot of people that you can meet on social media, IG, TikTok, LinkedIn, connect with people. From there, you can get mentors that are willing to help you, to guide you. If it's paid, because there's a mentorship program that are paid, please do it, because something that is very valuable may not come as free. Sometimes you need to pay some certain amount of money to get that value. Please, nothing is free. If you want to get it faster and get it right, you need to pay some certain amount of money. Even if it's not money, you need to sacrifice your time, your resources, and we don't want to be lazy in that aspect. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. So to wrap it up, I wanted to give advice for this set of people. As you have mentioned, you got 10 years experience in Nigeria before you moved to UK. So what advice will you give to people with such experiences wanting to move to UK and, maybe come for a master's degree or any program, or to even start a new life in the UK? What advice do you give such people?
Coming from where we started, depending on where you are, whatever you're doing currently, if you have a desire to learn more, advance skills, and grow more as a professional, and you want to come to the UK or anywhere else, just in a global scales, I mean, just for you to stay curious and be ready for that journey. Start small, dream big. And remember, you've got the potential. This potential is limitless, right? When vision that you have paired with the action. And what are these actions? About taking the right step, doing the right thing, and continuing that journey. Gradually, you're going to get there. I mean, your mindset is what's going to get you on that journey. That part could be rough, tough, but your mindset is where your true freedom lies. It's also where the innovation begins. Again,
Wow.
the best I could say is that you can accept restriction in some of your actions, but under no circumstance should you accept limitations in your thinking, because that is what will take you to that journey.
Wow. You are absolutely correct, and thank you for sharing that actionable insight. If you are looking, or if you are even thinking of moving to, it might even be UK, it may be any part of the world. One you are looking into starting your thing, please utilize this idea. As you are watching this, please repost, share to a friend who needs to hear this, who needs to hear this our story, people who needs to get motivated and inspired, so that they can do what they have been talking about for like some years that they want to do, but because they never see someone like them who have done something that they are dreaming to do. So this is an opportunity. Please repost for people to see. Wow, thank you very much. What an incredible journey from traditional banking to fintech innovation. Your story about this particular aspect, using Newton's laws of motion as a career philosophy is something that our audience will definitely remember. You understand? And please, I want you to do something. Tell people where they can connect with you, or where they can follow your journey. Maybe your social media handles, please.
I mean, my LinkedIn is Omotayo Adebagbo on LinkedIn.
Okay.
And probably that's probably the only one that is active. I've not been on Instagram for a while. I don't do Twitter, but LinkedIn is where you can get me anytime. Omotayo Adebagbo. Anytime, any day,
Wow.
24/7. You always reply, get you and connect with you on LinkedIn. Looking forward to as much connections, also opportunity to learn more from you guys. See you at the top.
As you have heard, Omotayo Adebagbo. So quickly go to your LinkedIn page, search for Omotayo Adebagbo, connect. You can send him a message, you can seek for advice, you can seek for mentoring. I'm very certain, and I'm telling you, if you can connect with him, there are a lot to learn from him. I can testify to that. So this is very amazing, and if you enjoy Omotayo's story about transforming from a traditional banker to a fintech professional in the UK, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and also follow us other social platforms like TikTok, IG, and LinkedIn at The Data Dude. And also you can join our Discord community. You will find the link in the description. And please join in the comment what resonated most with you from Omotayo's journey from Nigeria to the UK tech scene. Also, what questions do you have about transitioning from traditional finance into fintech? Who else we want to see that we need to bring to the show, and who else we love to hear that story? And let me say this again, remember, your tech dreams are valid. As Omotayo said, the only limitation is your mindset. Yeah. So let's keep learning and let's keep networking. Anywhere you are, you may not even be in a foreign country, you may be in your home country, please network, because this principle works very well so you can transform your career in powerful ways. Next week, we are bringing another inspiring story to help you navigate your tech journey. Until then, keep pushing, keep learning, keep growing, and keep living. Thank you very much. This is The Data Dude, reminding you that in the tech space, the only limit is your mindset. Peace out.